Hello and welcome to another update video on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin hasn't really done much today. We might just be waiting for the Fed rate decision, right? I haven't really seen much movement today. Actually, since Friday, market has been rather quiet. So we are still respecting our resistance area there. And again, I have to say it again. I'm not calling for a top here. There is no top here. We're just getting rejected a little bit from resistance, but there is no impulsive rejection. We have not yet started, at least not clearly, started a C-wave decline or something, right? And the white scenario could also still play out. It's simply that over the last couple of weeks, I highlighted to you that it's likely that we get to that area here around 118K. And this will be a decision area. And as I said before, I don't think it's necessarily a coincidence that we have approached this area this week, right, or end of last week, while this week is the rate decision. Now, that takes me to a topic we discussed in our member live stream on Sunday. I just want to briefly mention it because I saw a few questions in the comments as well. I did give a longer explanation already, but just to highlight it briefly, right, in terms of rate decision. If we get a reduction in rates, does it automatically mean the Bitcoin price has to go up further? And no, it doesn't. And what I want to show you is here a chart that also the guys have from gotta go to the macro suite here, that the guys have from Bitcoin Magazine Pro, because they show the Fed funds target range versus Bitcoin. And it shows you in red here, right, the rates, okay? And this is red, this is the target range, upper range, lower range, boundary over the years, okay? And it's just very important to understand that this narrative that prices only go up when the rates go down or are low, that's just not true. I mean, overall, we have to say, historically, even the high rates, sort of high rates in 2024, they are historically still quite low. And we've had in the history much higher funds rates, interest rates. But see, Bitcoin moved up regardless, right? Regardless. I mean, Bitcoin moved up in this whole period here when the rates went up from 0 to 2.5%, right? I mean, okay, maybe this was the bull market top, all right, in 2017, but the price still moved up from 0 to 1.5%. So you cannot say that the rates have to go down for Bitcoin to go up. This is just a dangerous narrative because people who believe in this, they miss the boat. So people who missed the boat, for example, include people who didn't buy in 2022 or early 2023 because rates were still going up. I have so many on my channel. There are so many YouTube comments from back then. No, you're wrong. We can't go back in the bull market, not as long as the rates go up and so on. But rates went up and Bitcoin, I don't know, quadrupled in that period, right? From 15K to around about, what did we go, 60K, right? And it kept grinding higher. So yes, in theory, lower rates have an impact on risk assets, but it's not as simple as that, all right? There are so many things that we need to consider here. Why do the rates go down and everything? In the end, we just need to understand that even with rates going up, Bitcoin can go up, and even with rates going down, Bitcoin can go down, right? Just to give you an example, right? When rates went down after 2019, Bitcoin crashed from roundabout, what prices, right? 11K, 12K, all the way down to 5K. While rates went down, okay? So it's just dangerous to believe just because the rates go down, prices to go up. It's not that, the correlation just isn't there. Price action is key, my friends. Price action is key. And I think over the last few years, since this channel started, we've proven that the larger swings are really well identified with Elliott Wave. We got the signals very early that a bear market started and also that a bull market started. But I just wanted to highlight this because I get a lot of questions about this. People sent me emails. And we discussed it in the member live stream, but I just wanted to take the opportunity here to highlight it again. So I think we're just at this important point. What the rates do, the rate decision, Fed Day, is it introduces a lot of volatility, right? So this is a key spot. But I've been highlighting this key spot for the last couple of weeks because there is a lot happening in this area. There's a lot of liquidity sitting. We've got an area of interest here from previous trading in July. The volume profiles point to that area. Yeah, again, reminder VRVP. It shows you that spike here. And we have Fibonacci resistance, all those things. Now, looking at the shorter time frame, Bitcoin has given us a first reaction to Fibonacci support here. I mean, look, Bitcoin hasn't really done anything since Friday. Down a bit, moved up a bit, moved down a bit, moved up a bit, down, up, down, right? As mentioned in the video earlier today, we already formed that one more high I wanted to see, but I still slightly lean towards one more high and higher prices, as long as we don't break support, because for me, that local trend here is still up from the September low. Of course, as we approach resistance and even test resistance, the risk for rejection gets higher, and I gotta say, this looks like a 5-wave move down. But it could be a C wave of wave 4, so I really need a break below support to confirm that we have topped. I think we might still grind a little higher. If we do, then 117,670 to 118,500 would be the next area of resistance. We got to take it level by level here, simply because in a B wave, B waves are among the most difficult waves and structures to track and trade. But what I highlighted in the earlier video is still here. We have support, 113,490 to 114,975. This support area is still relevant, especially here this line, previous breakout point is relevant. So we have structural support and Fibonacci support. And the nearest resistance is between 115,365 and 116,300. That is our nearest resistance area here, which needs to be broken to confirm further we are aiming for one more high. So yeah, that's the update on Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, make sure you join our membership and also follow us on X for additional updates, charts, news, and much more. You can find the link in the description and in the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.